back on politics. The EU specifically, which is so important to me that I feel as if it's the only thing I'm staying alive for, actually. Life at the moment has become so impossible that I wouldn't bother if it weren't for wanting to vote on Thursday. And the worst of that is that in this county I actually honestly don't think my vote will be counted. Partly because it's a Europhile, the most Europhile county in the UK. And partly because, I'm sorry, it's the most corrupt county in the UK, in my view and my experience. Still, I'm going to vote on Thursday. It is absolutely, totally vital to me. I feel I must do this before I die. My Facebook friend Leah Ward died on the 24th of May of the disease that I have. And she was quite determined to get Bernie Sanders in as President of the USA. I don't think that's going to happen. And to be honest, the way I feel about socialism now, I personally wouldn't want it to happen. But I supported her while she was alive. Actually, I think the Americans are in a terrible position. Absolutely terrible. They've got Hillary Clinton, who's a psychopath. They've got Sanders, who I don't think will get in. And unbelievably, the name of the Republican has actually slipped my mind for the second. The misogynist with the white wig. Blonde wig. If it came to actually stopping the New World Order on its tracks, I think he'd be the best bet, but such a misogynist. What a lousy, rotten choice. You know, do you vote for the devil or do you vote for the lesser devil? Or anyway, that's America, and I was supporting Leah. And at the time, I did believe that Bernie Sanders would be the best bet they had. Except that there would be no borders, and America would cease to be America. Just as, in my view, Europe has ceased to be Europe. It's not Europe I'm against. I love Europe. It's the EU I'm against. So I want to be very clear about that. I love all the countries of Europe, well, all the ones I've been to. And it was the diversity of them that I loved. I used to collect dolls, for a start, from each country I went to. A collection started by my brother when I was a child. I think I already have in previous videos gone into my reasons for believing the EU to be an absolutely diabolical 1984 nightmare. And I'm not remotely worried about trade because we can trade with other countries exactly as we did before there ever was an EU. We had a Commonwealth that we traded with, and I see no reason why we wouldn't be able to trade with them again. If they'll forgive us for our defection, that is. I am much more worried about the New World Order, the loss of sovereignty, the loss of borders. This, in my opinion, ridiculous and undesirable idea that all races should become one race, which will no doubt be interpreted as a racist statement. I like diversity. I like the different races. I want them to stay different. Variety is the spice of life, etc. Vive la différence. Pardon my accent. I like the different languages. I like the different cultures. I like the different histories. I like the different, if you like, national personalities. I don't want a melting pot where everyone would try to be the same as everyone else. And it isn't happening, in point of fact, in so-called multicultural Britain. It's not happening. The newcomers are not integrating because they're coming in such large numbers. When they came in small numbers, they did integrate. I've been blocked by left-wing friends because I'm going to vote Leave. I haven't been blocked by any right-wing friends because I'm going to vote Leave, that's for sure. But I never in my life considered myself to be right-wing. But I think I've said also in other videos that in my opinion, there no longer is a left-wing or a right-wing. What we have is some sort of ghastly mixture of fascism and communism. And you can't tell the difference anymore, and it's a dictatorship. So I reject any idea that I have joined the right wing, and when I have seen friends about to join my Leave campaign who put swastikas on their profile pictures and say, if you object to this symbol, unfriend me, I do. I block them. Because, funnily enough, from where I'm sitting, as my Nazi father's daughter, the EU, and I've said this before, is a Nazi organisation in and of itself. It is exactly what Hitler would have wanted. In fact, it is exactly what Hitler did want, and it is exactly what my father and his many Nazi colleagues worked towards. And that is another reason for my detesting every inch of it, everything about it. Its lack of accountability, its determination to run the whole of Europe. Unfortunately, I've got a lot on my mind and I'm not making sense. In some ways, politics is a rather welcome diversion from what I'm facing at the moment. I certainly deeply resent any accusations that I am far right or a Nazi. And whatever one thinks about Britain First, I am absolutely certain they had nothing whatsoever to do with the death of Joe Cox. In fact, I would lay that at Cameron's door, stroke MI5's door, to produce the effect it has produced. A lot of people saying, ooh, we must stay in because of this dreadful thing that's happened to Joe Cox. I don't follow their logic whatsoever. And they miss out the fact that it's happened twice before to two other women in very similar circumstances. In different countries, which is perhaps why I didn't know about them until an FB friend enlightened me about one, and now another has come to light. Two other Joe Coxes in two other political situations. If it's the last thing I ever do with my life, I'm going to vote Leave, even in strong belief that my vote will be fished out and thrown away in this county.